Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, D-Farm. Thinking right out here in the lab. Just a little chill. I just cut the heat on. I got my jacket on, but I'm out here in the wee hours of the morning doing what I do for you. Oh, I got something nice. I got a nice little, I'm going to take a little out of my pastor's book. I'm going to take a little and feed a lot. Short, quick lesson, but very informative, I think. So let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will run through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Excuse me. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is bitch they sleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my God be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about the myth. We on the myth. I'm down the rabbit hole with you, so we still rocking with the myth. And it's all about religion. Religion can't exist without the myth. I gave that lesson already. But now let's talk about myth, the fluid language of the unconscious mind. A myth can get two people to relate to the same thing differently, but understand it for themselves. That's the power of the myth. That's the idea of the myth. So it can teach. It's a tool that you can use to help somebody else learn. Myth is a fluid language of its own. It is the language of concepts, and I'm the conceptionist man. You can, all I do is conceptualize, not theorize, conceptualize, difference. But it's the language of concepts. You can change the concept. Concept ain't in stone. Okay, no, true, prove me, trust me. Which is represented through what? Symbols. You have to use the symbols and themes, legends, stories, traditions, heritage, culture, philosophy, all contained in the myth. It gives you all of those things. If told right and laid out right, it lay everything out for you. And that's the perfect example. That's why I'm liking this. Why? This is getting the story. Damn if it was real. Stop trying to make the Bible literal. Your heart, I love the Bible. Okay, but that don't mean the damn thing. It's not real. They're mythological stories. Understand it, love the story, but the idea is for you to emulate the story, live the story, become the story. That's what pissed me off with y'all Christians. Love the Bible. Okay, but y'all ain't doing a damn thing in it. Those who do, I love y'all. Those who don't, shut up. And at least get a grip and you'll get better understanding and that'll make you a better person. You want to hear this old nonsense. Oh, Christ walked the earth. Oh, Christ real man. Come on, man. That's dumb. Like going to a movie and saying, it's real. Reading some book, it's real. No, it's a story. It's a myth. Come on, man. Get real. Your religion is a myth. It's called a belief system. Myths are representations of your higher transcendental spiritual experience. That's what they call it, the mystical experience. Why? You don't know until you find out for yourself. It's the mystery until you find out. It's up to you. These representations, again, are manifestations of your intuitional truths that are mirrored in your unconscious mind as the transcendent spirit projects into what? Time and space. That's us, physical. Matter turned physical. That's man. Jesus Christ. Calm down. Calm down. I'm just trying to get my point across. Calm down. It's early in the morning for that. Now, again, as it relates to something outwardly, it's teaching you inward about outward stuff. The language of the myth is necessary, free from what? Incumbents. That means belief. That means locked in thinking one thing. No, it opens your mind. You got to be objective. And it frees you from the incumbents of historicity, race, politics, economics, agenda, or even culture. It covers every base. Thus, the culture manifest of spiritual concepts are not the meaning or essence of the myth. No, they take it and use it to their benefit. But rather its mode of manifestation. I tell you all the time, if whatever you practicing ain't earning you blessings, you ain't practicing the right thing. Right thinking, I'm blessed every day for the way I live. So I don't give a damn about a religion or whatever you're doing. And if you're doing it the way I'm doing it, you get the same thing I'm getting, blessed. If not, I could care less about what you say. Why? You ain't producing nothing. Manifest blessings. If you're serving God, you should be blessed for doing that. When what? The manifestation, rather the myth, but rather its mode of manifestation from practicing whatever God you follow. If he ain't blessing you, you may follow the wrong God or you doing it wrong. But it's manifestation within that particular culture. Every God and every culture had their own concept, and that's fine. That's how it's always been. The whole African continent, everybody got their own God concept. All around the world, same thing. Who to say we gotta be number one? We the best religion. Our God the best God. All that stupid, ignorant nonsense. Nobody got time for that. Accordingly, what? Myths is highly interchangeable in a way that the written word is not. That book y'all claim the Bible, you can't change it. Ain't supposed to, but that's another story. But the myth is pliable. You can work with it. Use it to your benefit. This is why concepts, again, I'm a conceptualist, are more easily communicated between people who what? Speak different languages. I had a Puerto Rican buddy, didn't speak no English. None. We got along fine. That's a perfect example. A perfect example. So if you're gonna use an example, use one that's going everybody can understand, identify with. Give me a real one. Don't make something up. Don't try. No, just give me something real. That's my whole point. All this, I keep it real. Why? I experienced this. I know this. I can tell you about this. Then what? After the different two people who don't speak the same language can get along fine. Why? Because the concept, understanding. And then what happened? Then translated words. Concept is concepts is closer to reality than words. Get the point? The more a concept is consecratized, meaning emphasized, codified, communicated, and the transcendental nature of self is subverted, meaning the ego is starting to give way. The ego is starting to acquiesce. Now you can start doing the things that you want to do on your terms. Why? Because the myth gave you the courage. The myth built you up. I say that's what it's supposed to do. David and Goliath. The old idea is to get you amped up. No fear. Myths are made to do that, soup you up, hype you up, not to bring you down. The myth, watch this, then myth becomes a what? A whipping tool to use against what? Political, religious, or social enemies. They said it. They said it. If you have a good understanding of the myth, you have a better understanding of yourself, and you won't fall victim to a whole bunch of nonsense due to your ignorance. Myths are educational. At this level, true religion, here we again, cannot be practiced. Why? Because the myth degrades to the level of dogmatism. It's just all wording. Y'all not putting the work in. You're not manifesting. You're not producing a damn thing. If you go to these churches right now, and every Sunday they in their pack, but what are they really doing in the community that they live in? Nothing. They're just using it to do their thing and going about their business. Back in the day, that was unheard of. They don't. That's just religion. Again, why? That's dogmatism. It's a business now, which expresses what? As narrow-mindedness, social pride, nationalism, sexism, prejudice, intolerance, and racism. Consequently, it is important and at times a matter of what? Life, peace, and death war to understand the deeper psychological and spiritual nature and the purpose of myth. We fighting wars over what? Religion, over beliefs. Myths are to move that out, so to speak. Come on, man. Really? You gonna do that? Okay, so the level of understanding that the myth gives helps the people out. Why? Because if you got an egotistical leader and we got one, you see what happens to the people? But they'll say the people put in there. Yeah, they're right. And to a degree. Okay, so that little mind game, I ain't got time for that. But the myth is to educate, to teach. But y'all use religion as a tool to what? Enslave, manipulate, and use. That's what I'm trying to tell the people who follow religion. I don't follow religion. I don't give a damn about religion. That's why I understand it. I don't proceed. Gambling. I don't gamble. I understand gambling. I'm not a gambler. I like to dice. I like to gamble. I just don't partake in it like anything else. It's a choice. Moving on. Let me wrap this up again. I'm just stretching out. I'm trying to feed a lot. Right now, let me wrap this up because I want to get into my next lesson. This is going to be fun. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I'm ramming right now. I'm teaching now. Let's rock. So now, philosophy. Spiritual philosophy. I'm a spiritual philosopher. The philosophy of spiritual transcendence, meaning you going from ignorance to enlightenment, human to God, consciously, metaphorically, philosophically, but you're doing it where? Mentally, all in here. It's all up here. And that's called enlightenment. Through what? Mystical knowledge and living. And it did not begin at the dawn of the dynastic period in ancient Egypt history. No. Why? The evidence. We ain't just saying, remember, if you're going to tell me something, you better have some evidence. And we all start with the evidence from our ancient texts and history of Manetho, which was documented, showed that the ancient Egyptian history, which is known and written about in modern times, is only the descendant of a much more ancient era of what we know as Commission civilization. Why? Because we called ourselves Commissions. The Greeks called us Egyptians. And before the Greeks coming on, we didn't call ourselves Egyptians. So anything at that time is labeled by them. Why? They got control. Okay, so you call nigga what you want. I own you. Y'all call you whatever I want to call. My name's so Toby. No, your name is Kunta. No, your name Toby. Kunta. No, they beat him to submission. Sound familiar? That's their tactic. Been that way for forever. But let me wrap it up again, which began many thousands of years before what we call the dynastic era. The ancient Egyptians, right there. When you hear ancient Egypt, that means the Greeks was involved. When you hear Kemet, that means they wasn't. You hear a lot more than involved than they wasn't. That's why they want to tell you the story from their perspective. When we tell the story, they're not in it. Get the concept? But the ancient Egyptian sages recognized that the concept, again, of a supreme being, God, cannot be circumscribed by one image or one symbol, and thus many were used, but also the signs and the symbols of other people were also recognized and added, and also was respected as what? manifestation of the same reality, aka the same God. Whatever name you call him, it's the same one God. They all knew that. So all that they worship many gods, again, misinterpretation, misunderstanding, and misrepresentation, and they won't even admit when they're wrong. We break it down for you. We break it down for you. And no matter how much time you break it down, you still say the same thing. They worship many gods. So I'm not here to argue, debate that. But the language of myth is to educate, enlighten, inspire, and motivate you. What? Through stories. It give you a better understanding. But when you romanticize the myth, because you want to believe, you can believe what you want. It's just a myth. The idea is to learn and use it, but to romanticize it and make it real is just ignorance. That's not smart. Understand it for what it is, learn the lesson for what it is, and move on. That's how you better yourself. Getting caught up in romanticizing about the myth don't do you no good. A lot of us get stuck there. A lot of people do, but I'm not one of the people. Don't be one of the people. Understand that. In the closing right thing, because I got to go. But my point is, myths are educational. They're for a purpose to learn, use, in this, and they're everywhere. What? It's a learning tool. The Bible, book of myths. Oh no, the Bible literal. No, book of myths. And if there's nobody in that Bible with a grave site, what did that tell you? Would it got washed away? Come on, really? Why you want to? If it waddle like a duck, if it quack like a duck, it's a duck. If it waddle and quacking, it can't be nothing but a duck. So don't get caught up on wanting it to be or hoping it is something other than what it is. Deal with it for what it is. That's the reality of it. That's the lesson. Hope you got it. That's the purpose of the myth, to get you to understand so you can be better. What? With knowledge of self. This is all about you. Oh, you forget? See? Again, right thinking in closing. May you all live to be 100, me, 100 miles a day. So I know one of my right thinkers who's starting to realize the myths is the way to get you to the higher understanding of oneself, know thyself, so to speak, and have passed away. I'm out. I'll be right back, though. I got a good lesson coming up. Stay tuned. Roll with your boy. I'm still doing my thing.